Hi friends! In today's video, we are staying at a manga-themed capsule hotel in Tokyo. This is actually my first time ever staying at a capsule hotel, so I'm super excited because the pictures look so cute and cozy. But the thing is, I honestly don't know what the sleeping conditions will actually be like, so let's find out. I guess worst case, I'll just stay up all night and read manga, so it's not that bad. So we just made it to the manga capsule hotel. This is their little check-in room, and this is my friend Aprilyn. The check-in process was quite unique. There was literally nobody in the entrance, so we called someone on an iPad to fill out our information. But overall, it went pretty smoothly, and we got our capsule numbers. All right, let's go check it out. I feel like the environment is definitely very, very cute. So inside the main sleeping area, we've got a bunch of, obviously, both manga and capsules, which is exactly what we were promised for the manga capsule hotel. The manga hotel felt like I was inside a super cute, cozy little library. But not just any library, one that you can sleep in. Lots of manga lining all of the capsules, very cute. There are capsules on both the upper side and the lower side. There's even a little balcony in the back over here, which is so nice to get some fresh air, honestly.
Look at this.
Wow. Of Tokyo. I mean, it's not the best, but it'll do. It's still cute.
Hello, Enios.
Oh, there's a big ladder. Oh, you know what? That's actually so clever. So you can reach the manga on the higher shelves, even if you're a shorty like me. This is capsule 411, which is my capsule. And this one's one that is lower on the floor. I'll do a deep dive of our capsule in a bit. And this one is 416, which is Aprilyn's capsule. I feel like it's really cute, kind of gives me bunk bed vibes. Honestly, the overall hotel was actually smaller than I expected in terms of square footage, but for me at least, it made the space feel extra cozy. I do wish that there was more space for each guest to stash their luggage somewhere, since seeing random suitcases did kind of take away from the ambiance a little bit, but overall, it was still a good time. After exploring the main manga capsule room, we wandered over to check out the bathroom area. So they've got 2 restrooms over here to share for the entire female floor, which is a little bit small. I don't know, maybe it's fine. It's probably fine, we'll see. And then over here, they've got a little tiny shower room. I mean, totally functional, slightly, it's fine. It's fine. Got a little tiny shower room, kind of cute. Oh, there's another one over here. So 2 shower rooms as well. Shower! Oh, there's 2 more toilets over here. Okay, I was like, oh, 2 toilets for 15 people seems like a disaster, but 4 toilets, much better number. And yeah, over here you got the sinks, little mirrors, cups. I guess this is for I'm not sure what the cups are for. I don't know, just nice to have. They've got some stuff. They also offered a few free amenities: toothbrushes, razors, and earplugs. Not exactly luxury, but I was honestly surprised that they offered anything at all, so that exceeded my expectations. So yeah, I guess inside here, manga room, over here, all the bathroom stuff. But I remember they also mentioned that there was a common area for eating, but I'm really not seeing that at all. It's just the manga room and then the shower rooms, so I guess I'll have to keep looking, but kind of confused right now. All right, friends, it is now time for me to give you a tour of my tiny little capsule number 411. Guess I'll crawl inside of it. POV shot. So from the outside, it looks like this. Then from the inside, it looks like this. Wow! And from the inside, I am just barely able to sit up. My head is totally touching the ceiling. Keep in mind, I'm a 5'3" shorty. So yeah, definitely if you're tall, you will hit your head when you wake up. Honestly, I might hit my head when I wake up. So there was a safe that I didn't use because evidently I trust strangers in Japan more than my ability to memorize a pin. One tiny little fan, some outlets, some hotel rules. There's also a light switch that can control the brightness of your capsule, which was really nice because you can adjust it perfectly for your manga reading preferences. The light in here is quite good. I feel like it does also feel pretty cozy to me. I guess I'm not a claustrophobic person because I feel like it's kind of cute. Oh, they also have a little hanger, I guess, to hang one article of clothing. It's so tiny, what can even hang in this space? The mattress was pretty comfy, all things said and done. It was not too hard and not too soft. And on the front side of the capsule, there was a blackout curtain. It was pretty solid, though you could see a tiny bit of light definitely peeking through. It's not very long in terms of the bed length. I definitely think if you're taller than 5'8", you would have a hard time in these capsules. Luckily though for me, I fit just fine. Indeed, one of the few times I'm grateful for being vertically challenged. In terms of how it actually feels to be inside, I personally thought it was quite cozy and comforting. Kind of like being in a blanket fort, but I guess it's made out of plastic and not blankets, but still quite comfy.
I really like it. I mean, I think that like head is definitely up here, but I can lay all the way down, and its bed is surprisingly comfy.
Also, even though the exterior of the capsules were different in terms of how the shelves were arranged, the interiors all seemed to be pretty much the same size and layout. And yeah, that's basically it. Not much else to the capsule. Very bare bones, but cute, I would say. All right, now that we've finished exploring the hotel, it is time to go grab some dinner.
I'm starving.
So we went outside the hotel to look for a place to eat.
Wait, that ramen sign is so cute. What the heck?
We ended up at Totoko Ramen, a cute little ramen shop just a short walk away from the manga hotel. The vibe inside was super charming and the owners were incredibly kind.
Oh my gosh. And I love how the bowl has a little guy too.
Oh gosh, I am failing at eating. Interesting. Yeah. Totoko's specialty is their chicken-based ramen, and although I usually prefer pork-based broths, this one was so tasty. Like, the broth was rich, but not in a way that felt overwhelming, and the chicken slices were phenomenal. Super tender and flavorful.
I just tried the chicken and it was so good. Like, usually people don't like chicken on ramen, but the way this is cooked is delicious.
Anyhow, now that we are full, it is time to kind of walk around and explore the nearby shops. So this part of town is actually called Jinbocho, and it has a bunch of like super cute bookstores and stuff. So I'm excited to go take a look. Unfortunately though, we found that a lot of the stores in Jinbocho closed at 6:30 p.m. So after dinner, there were only a handful of shops still open. But even with the limited options, we still saw some really cool spots. There was this one bookstore with vibes that felt very, very, very Instagrammable, and they actually encouraged taking photos, which was cute. And we also checked out Shosen Grande, a massive bookstore where every floor kind of had its own theme.
Oh my gosh, look, it's free run.
The first floor was mostly regular Japanese books, but the second floor was filled with manga, and the third floor was dedicated to like fantasy stuff.
Wait, they have freaking armor and swords in this bookstore. I did not expect to see that.
I'll have to come back to Jinbocho someday to check out all the cool bookstores that I missed, but I still had a really good time exploring the ones that were open.
Yo, you can get a literal cloak at this store. What?
I mean, I guess a cloak is less crazy than a freaking suit of armor, Stella. Then we headed back to the manga hotel to get settled in and cozy. Alright, and now it is time for the manga tour. I wanted to pick my manga series to binge throughout the night, so I went to check out their collection. First off, there was an entire wall dedicated to English manga. The selection was kinda on the smaller side, though I really can't blame them since the hotel was in Japan after all. Most of the English section was filled with the super popular shonen-y mangas. There were some, like, slightly less popular ones, but your options are kinda limited. And the rest of the shelves had mostly Japanese manga, and they were generally organized by like various genres/themes, with occasional English books interspersed here and there for like a fun little surprise. One of my favorite sections in the hotel was the entire wall dedicated to cat-themed manga. Just, I too agree that cats deserve their own special section. They also had multiple sections dedicated to shoujo manga, of course, as well as what seemed to be a fantasy and historical fantasy section. But in terms of what I was gonna read for tonight...
Do you have a favorite manga?
Okay, this is kind of cringe, but to be honest, I'm more of an anime watcher than a manga reader. My favorite anime, or one of them, is Haikyuu, but I haven't actually read the Haikyuu manga, so if they have it, I'll be binging that tonight. Anyhow, it turns out they did not have Haikyuu available, but since I haven't actually read that many manga before, even those super basic ones, I had a lot of options to choose from. Alright, so for my first manga tonight, I'm gonna be binging Tokyo Ghoul. I watched the anime, but it was really mid, but I hear that the manga is much better, so we'll see if that's true. Also, they have a ton of like the different volumes, so I have plenty of content to go through. And let me tell you, I really enjoyed it. I can confirm the manga was way better than the anime. Alright, just finished volume 1. I gotta say, pretty good. Wonder how far I'll get tonight. On to volume 2. Anyways, in terms of how my manga reading in the capsule went, the capsule was spacious enough for me to have quite a few comfy reading positions. Although again, I am quite a small person, so your mileage may vary. And it was really easy to lose track of time when you're sucked into a manga world in your cozy little space capsule thing. All in all, I feel like I personally got exactly what I came here for, a super cozy, reading manga late into the night in a cute little library kind of vibe. Soon enough, it hit 3 a.m. and I realized that I should probably go to bed.
They unfortunately do not have volume 9 of the Tokyo Ghoul manga, and it's also 3 a.m., so I think it's time to go to bed.
So I headed to the bathroom area where, shocker, there was nobody else brushing their teeth at 3 a.m. And after my nighttime routine, I climbed back into my capsule and called it a night.
Good night.
Good morning. It's now 10:30 and almost time to check out. Honestly, I had such a good time at the Manga Capsule Hotel. I feel like it reminded me of staying overnight in like a super cute manga library. I actually slept way better than I expected. Like, I feel like the capsule felt really cozy. The bedding and pillows and sheets were all quite nice. And yeah, the soundproofing is not perfect, but honestly, it wasn't that bad, especially because they provide earplugs. Overall, I had a really good time, and if the idea of a super cute, cozy manga library sleepover sounds fun to you, I would highly recommend checking it out. It's funny because as a kid, I would have totally dreamed of doing something like this, but now as an adult, I can actually do it. And it was just as fun as I hoped it would be. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed exploring the manga hotel with me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!